In this video, I'm going to try every single street food in Nairobi, Kenya, like Smocha, Mutura, Nyama Choma, Ugali, and so many others, and put them in a 1 versus 1 elimination battle against each other until we find out who the true king of Kenyan street food is, and that food will receive this trophy. First up, we have Smocha versus Mutura. I'm in Nairobi West, and ladies and gentlemen, this is the Kenyan Smocha. This is the pride and joy of Kenyan street food. This is a feat of Kenyan ingenuity. Basically, Smocha means smoky chapati, Smocha, and the smoky part of it is a tiny sausage that's put in the middle of the chapati, and then you wrap that in the chapati, and that is the Smocha. Every corner stop in Nairobi has a Smocha. The moment you see like a white thing like that, like a store, oh, by the way, shout out Moses' shop, Kwa Mose. So this is basically eaten by like the real Mwananchi, okay? I'm a Mwananchi. The Mwananchi is basically like the Kenyan, like the real Kenyan, okay? There's nothing else inside here, it's just a smoky and chapati, because for round 1, we're only ordering the base versions of these street foods, okay? We want to see what they taste like by themselves. And then the 4 that make it to round 2, we'll then give them upgrades, like they could have like sauce or side. And then for the 2 that make it to the finals, we're giving them the most major upgrades so we could taste the best versions of his street foods. My name's Raymond Kahuma, and this is my first ever taste at the Kenyan Smocha. I don't know what to expect. Ooh. Kenyan Smocha, okay? Smoky. Wow. So the smoky is not exactly like a sausage, it's more like a frankfurter. Now the chapati, since it's just fried dough, it kind of complements the Smocha, and your mouth is just filled with all this like oily, salty taste. Whoever invented the Smocha, shout out to you wherever you are. God bless your soul, bro. Like, now that we're done reviewing the Smocha, Mutura. You have a lot to live up to, okay? Now I'm in Kiambu County, Kamakis. I traveled all the way here so I could find the real Kenyan Mutura. The name Mutura actually stands for blood sausage. Blood sausage. I'm about to eat something today that's called a blood sausage, boys. Now the Mutura is actually cow and goat intestines put together and enriched with blood. Enriched with blood. I read that from Google and can someone please explain that to me? You cannot find this ready before evening time. This is for the evening Mwananchi. This looks so much like a kebab, my bro. Like, this is going to be my first taste at a plain Kenyan Mutura. It's very sticky, very oily. I'm a Ugandan and this is my first taste at the Kenyan Mutura, okay? It tastes like minced meat. Okay. It's like it's packed with all this meat inside. It's very chewy, very tasty inside. It tastes so much like a kebab. There's all these different consortments of meat inside there. Like even when you look at it, the Mutura, you have a special place in my heart. But do you have what it takes to become the king of Nairobi street food? That's a different question altogether. That is a different question altogether. Yes. Elimination time. We just tested 2 of the biggest street food giants in Kenya. One of them makes it to round 2 and the other has to go home. On one hand, we had the Kenyan Smocha, okay, near and dear to the hearts of every single Mwananchi in Kenya. And on the other hand, we had the Mutura, near and dear to the hearts of every evening Mwananchi. The Smocha had an assortment of tastes. The Mutura had all these different types of meat in one. Now it's with a heavy heart that I have to eliminate one of these giants, the Smocha and the Mutura. You did an amazing job. But the Smocha makes it to round 2 of the Kenyan street food giants. The Mutura, I'm so sorry. I could have seen you doing so well if we paired you with kachumbari, but I can just see like Smocha like really handling its own and making it to the finals. So the Smocha takes it over the Mutura. All is fair in love and war. Now for battle 2, we have Nyama Choma versus Mshikaki. Nyama Choma, Nyama Choma, We're about to eat this. Nyama Choma, We find ourselves back in Kiambu County in search of the original Nyama Choma. My journey finds us at Asenga Foods, and this that you're seeing is called the Masai Choma. This is how the Masai actually make Nyama Choma. Nyama Choma also stands for roasted goat meat. So you'll typically find Nyama Choma at every point in town. It's super common, very big deal here in Kenya. It's for literally every time of the day. If you're looking for a snack or like a big meal, this is super versatile. So this is going to be my first taste at Kenyan Nyama Choma. Smells really good, smells like goat meat. Jesus, this is hot. You're supposed to eat it when it's this hot? Didn't expect that. Very flavorful. Okay, so according to Kenyan legend, they add the salt before they start roasting the Nyama Choma, which is why it tastes so good without any. It's really good. This could very well make it to the final. Mshikaki is gonna have a lot to prove today. If it wants to win this, it's gonna have to bring its A game. Okay, get your head in the game, Mshikaki. Get your head in the game. I bring you some good news. The same spot that we're at Asenga Grills also happens to sell Mshikaki, okay? So there's no running away from your fate, Mshikaki. Okay, this could be you, okay? Look at me like a man, okay? Time to face your fate. I'm talking to food. So Mshikaki is just pieces of beef that are put on a stick and then grilled. And typically there's vegetables in between them. So Mshikaki is just a teeny tiny snack. So it's not gonna be as filling as maybe Nyama Choma. And also you could only find this mostly in the evening. Okay, my first taste at Mshikaki in Kenya. Oh. Okay. Wow. I can tell that they dip this in marinating sauce. I can taste that all the way in the inside. This holds itself against the Nyama Choma. Holds itself really well, might I add. This is gonna be a really intense one. I'm not gonna lie right now. I can't wait for the elimination time. Nyama Choma, Mshikaki. We always knew that this was gonna be a hard one coming into this, okay? We knew this. All I'm saying is that one of them has to pack their bags and go home, and the other makes it to round 2, okay? But before we eliminate one of them, this is a 1 kilogram loaf of bread. I am going to eat this entire loaf of bread if this channel crosses 50,000 subscribers. So subscribe right now. Let's get this channel to 50,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much. I'm also really serious about this. Yeah, thank you guys so much. Now let's get back to the elimination. Now on one hand, I'm so tempted to give it to the Nyama Choma. The Nyama Choma was so tasty with so little. I'm also really tempted to give this to the Mshikaki. The Mshikaki did an amazing job of being very tasty with such a little amount. It might hurt me to say this, and it's with a heavy heart. Wait, let me first think about this, bruh. This is crazy, man.
You hadn't thought about it before.
By the power vested in me, I claim the loser of this round. Mshikaki, you're gonna have to go home. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Mshikaki. I let you down. Mshikaki, it's not you, it's me. I swear to God. I don't know anymore, bro. I'm gonna be completely honest. It was really, really tasty. I liked it. But Nyama Choma did so much with so little. I can see Nyama Choma bringing the crown back to the streets of Kenya. So Nyama Choma takes it over Mshikaki. We've had enough of snacks now. Let's move on to something bigger, okay? Now on to main meal category. We have Ugali versus Githeri. Ugali, Ugali, Ugali. I'm so excited to try Kenyan Ugali for my first time. This is a kibandaski, the only and right way to eat an authentic Kenyan Ugali, okay? Today we are going to eat Kenyan Ugali for my first time, kabisa. Okay? That's my best Kenyan accent. Okay, let's try his food. So this is an authentic Kenyan Ugali. I can't believe I'm about to try it for my first time. Ugali is just maize flour that's put in boiling water and just mixed. I think we call this posho in Uganda. So basically, Ugali is just a big meal and you can eat this at any time of the day. I'm assuming it might be a bit plain in taste. So what we've done, this one exception, is we've added sukuma wiki that I'm gonna eat with this Ugali. Now for this one, I have to eat it seated, okay? We have to provide maximum respect to the authentic Kenyan Ugali. Okay, me and this Ugali, we have mutual respect between each other. Today we're going to see who is who here. I've cut a piece of this Ugali for myself. Now, I don't know, I've just seen people do this, but I've seen people do this. I can feel that, okay, very squishy in my hand, like that. This is my first taste at an authentic Kenyan Ugali. Mix that with sukuma wiki. Let me just put that on there like that, okay? My first taste at an authentic Kenyan Ugali, okay? The really Kenyan Ugali. Do I also do this? Let me also do this. Yeah. Now Ugali, it's up to you to bring this thing home, okay? You have a big match against Githeri. Ugali is up. Okay. This is the Ugali that the Kenyan ancestors passed on to us, okay? It itself might not have too much taste, but I can see it working really well with this sukuma wiki. This is something that you can eat and get very full with. Up next, Githeri. Nice. Githeri. This is an authentic Kenyan Githeri, okay? Githeri is just maize and beans boiled together and then they fry them. So this in of itself is a whole big meal and doesn't need any sauce. This is also just eaten at any time of the day, lunch, evening. Githeri. Everything hangs in the balance. If you do well enough, this could be yours. I'm talking to food. I don't know at what point I lost my mind. This is my first try at the real authentic Kenyan Githeri. Okay. The beans provide the sauce. The maize is like the meal. This is brilliant. Who thought about this? How can something act as a meal and sauce? It's very, very flavorful. I could compare this mostly to like... I actually can't compare this to anything. I've never tasted anything like this. Who between this Githeri here and the Ugali that we ate before, who is going to take it to the end and win the final prize? This final prize. I have the final prize. Who's gonna win this? Stick around and find out. Eliminacional. Cue the game show music. Githeri and Ugali, you guys are both grown men. Let's be respectful. On one hand, Ugali brought some really good punches to the fight, but on the other hand, Githeri packed his own punch. Githeri is a one-man army. This is a really tough one. One has to pack their bags, one has to go home to their mama. Ugali, Githeri. Ugali, Githeri. Ugali, Githeri. Which one is gonna make it through? I think I am going to give it to Ugali! Ugali is the winner of this round. Ugali makes it to round 2. I was pleasantly surprised with how Ugali tasted because, to be honest, it's just flour. How could it taste that tasty? Githeri, handle this like the man I know you are. I think that you'll do better next time. And now for the next round, we have Virenji versus Pilau. There comes a point in every young Kenyan's life where he or she has to become a man or woman, and that point is when you try your first Virenji. Fried chicken legs and throats. Today is gonna be a mad one. I don't know what to expect. You actually can't get this at any point that's not evening or night. So we had to make some special considerations with Chris over here. Right, Chris?
Yes.
Okay. Jesus. This is how you eat the Virenji. So he's cutting the legs right now. Now I know what you're thinking. Raymond, we've never seen you scared on this channel before. Raymond, you're super manly. Raymond, you're super cute. All these things are factually true, but I just don't know about this one. I thought we'd throw away these parts. So this is gonna be my first taste at the authentic Kenyan Virenji. This is a chicken leg. I don't know if you can tell, that's the toe. That's the toenail. I can't believe I'm about to try a toenail. Okay, Virenji's up. Okay, let's taste this Virenji. That's very crunchy. That is very crunchy. I think I just bit the toenail. So it smells like chicken, but doesn't exactly taste like chicken. The toenail is very crunchy, and the foot in general was very soft. I would say it tastes like what you'd expect the chicken feet to taste like, even though that's very vague. We're done with the Virenji review. I guess it's time for Go Pilau. So I've got myself a plate of the finest pilau in Kasarani. It has some heavy competition. Pilau is just like fried rice, okay, that's seasoned. And it also has like a few pieces of meat inside. It's gonna be my first try at pilau in Kenya. Let's try this, okay? Okay, I'm gonna count down, okay? 3, 2. I like this. The rice is doing really well on its own. Now, without further ado, let's try this with the meat. Can you see that piece of meat in there? Okay. Calm down, Pilau. It's pretty good, but is it good enough? We can only find out one way. You know what this means. And it rhymes with elimination pound. Elimination round, okay? On one hand, the Virenji was very crunchy. On the other hand, the pilau was very tasty. Virenji, crunchy. Pilau, tasty. Virenji, crunchy. Pilau, tasty. Ile pilau ilikuwa tamu. Now, if I was gonna give this to the more fun experience, I had more fun with the Virenji. If I was gonna give this to the more fair and tasty experience, I would give this to the pilau. Between Virenji and pilau, I am gonna have to go with... I think I might have to go with Pilau. Pilau is the winner of this round. Let's hear it for Pilau. It's just me clapping. In this whole place, look around if you think I'm lying, it's just me. So the Pilau takes it over the Virenji. Virenji is very unique, I really like that, but the Pilau, I think, has the ability to work really well with other foods and make it to the final round. So in summary for round 1, Mutura, Mshikaki, Githeri and Virenji have to pack their bags and go home. You guys did a good job, but at every step of the way, you were met by a better man. And by extension, making it to round 2 and hence the semifinals are Smocha, Nyama, Choma, Ugali and Pilau. We're back even deeper inside of Kiambu County for the first battle of the semifinals. We have Smocha versus Nyama Choma. Everyone got an upgrade today, okay? No excuses for not performing. And kicking off the upgrades for the Smocha, we have kachumbari and ketchup. So basically, kachumbari is just a mixture of tomatoes, onions, coriander. Cut those up, mix them together. You get the smoky, cut it in the middle, put the kachumbari inside. That is what's known as smoky pasua. You get the smoky pasua, put it in the chapati, and you have the near perfect Smocha. That's how our ancestors ate it. That's how every Kenyan eats it, and that's how I'm gonna eat it today. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, this is my first near perfect Smocha. The chapati and everything else looks more wet inside. I think this is gonna be way more juicy and wet inside of my mouth. We're gonna count down one more time. Okay, 3, 2. Okay, look at how juicy this is. Oh my God, you have no idea what's going on in my mouth. This is the most tasty bite I've had in Nairobi so far. Warm and tasty. I can taste the onions. I'm a big fan of onions. Yeah, the kachumbari is really, really helping this. This is not just a snack anymore. This is something special, something more than that. It's something more special than that. Let's let this car pass.
I know you.
YouTube.
All the way from Uganda.
Yes.
Oh, wow. My husband would have been so happy.
Damn.
Let me just take a peek.
Okay.
He follows you so much.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, baby. One word for this. Smocha-tastic. Over to you, Nyama Choma. Over to you. Thank you, Team Smocha, reporting to you live from Team Nyama Choma, where we're gearing up to defend the last of the surviving meats in these knockout stages. Now for the Nyama Choma, its upgrade goes by the name of some more kachumbari. This kachumbari is a bit different because it has avocado. Apparently, that's the way you're supposed to eat Nyama Choma, the proper Nyama Choma. This is some Nyama Choma, that is some kachumbari. So I'm just gonna mix that in there for good measure. Get some avocado, get some, get whatever I can with this meat. I can't wait to taste this. This is a proper That is the biggest scoop of kachumbari I could get. The onion has that sting, and then the tomato brings it back down. The meat is very chewy, very tender. The kachumbari is very mushy. This one here might be the toughest battle. I don't know who's about to win this, but we're about to find out. Nyama Choma nikikupea utawezana. Smocha nikikupea utawezana. If I give you this trophy, will you handle it, Smocha or Nyama Choma, if that is your real name? Something tells me that the winner of this here battle might go on to change the course of history. Nyama Choma was really tasty. Smocha was very versatile little thing, that one. What the kachumbari did for that Smocha was a lot, but not too much that it couldn't do for itself. That's how I'm thinking about this. Next level. When I took the first bite at the Nyama Choma, I was like, ooh, this is good. But the Smocha... Wow. Okay. With the power vested in me, as a YouTube food critic that just got my camera and started doing this, I am going to have to hand this to the Smocha. I have to give it to the Smocha. Nyama Choma, I didn't lead you on, okay? What street food would most Kenyans have so many options with? Like when you're in town, you can mix it with this, or you can mix it with that, or maybe Raymond's very cute. Who knows? I know that Nyama Choma is great. I know that Nyama Choma is a staple food of Kenya. Ile nyama ilikuwa tamu. The Smocha just tastes equally as good, but is way more versatile. So making it to the finals is a Smocha. Packing his bags and going home is a Nyama Choma. Sijui nani atachukua i. That means I don't know who can win this. I'm learning Swahili, guys. But we're about to find out because in the next round, we have Ugali versus Pilau. Okay, we're back in Langata in our second Kibandaski, and the Ugali is about to make its case for why it deserves to win this award. Okay, let's do this. Okay, we're back with the authentic Kenyan Ugali. It's about to make its case for the best street food in Kenya. We're already familiar with Ugali, but what we're not familiar with is its upgrade. This is called omena, okay? Apparently these are sardines. They're got straight from Lake Victoria, okay? They're fried. In Uganda, we call this mukene. The one thing I know about this is it has a really strong taste. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if it's gonna overpower the Ugali. Now, we know how to eat Ugali, okay? You just get a big piece like that and then just start... doing this like you're a child again. This omena looks really strong, okay? I can smell it from here. Now I'm just gonna dip this inside this omena. Okay, get that nice juice, nice omena juice in there like that. Okay, maybe I'm also just gonna use my fingers to grab some omena like this. Grab the omena by the throat. And now I'm about to take. Okay, that's not what I expected. The omena has a really strong overpowering taste. If you've eaten fried grasshoppers before, this is what that tastes like. I know that Kenyans apparently don't eat fried grasshoppers, but we do that a lot in Uganda. There's a lot of taste in it because the omena is really tiny, so the salt and the seasoning gets everywhere in it. I like that, and the ugali just supports it. I wouldn't recommend going on a date for this one. I'd recommend coming here when you're hungry. Apparently, you're supposed to lick your fingers, and that's how you know it was good. Now, without further ado, I'm gonna hear out what the pilau has to say. So let's just do like a cool transition straight to the pilau. And we're back to the same exact spot. That cool transition led nowhere. We're in the same kibandaski because they've been so kind to provide us with some of the most organic, homegrown pilau. Shout out Cool Cave Kibandaski. Since this is Pilau's last and only chance to make its case for itself against the ugali, we're gonna give it a very nice upgrade. This is Kenyan matumbo. It's basically the intestines of the cow, fried and boiled. It also comes with its own sauce. Okay, somehow this smells even stronger than the omena, which I don't know how that's possible. Wow, that's a strong smell. So the matumbo is gonna be the upgrade that we give to this pilau. Even if the pilau already comes with little tiny pieces of meat on the inside, I am gonna get a scoop of rice and then I'm gonna get some matumbo, okay, like one piece of matumbo. I assume this is gonna taste very much like beef. In Uganda, this is called ebienda. Well, actually one of my staple foods from where I come from in specific. For God and my pilau and matumbo. This is really spitting with this. Wow, it works really well with this matumbo. This matumbo is really good. One of the best things that I think I've tasted so far. I like how salty and seasoned that this is. Now we've heard from the ugali and omena. We've heard from the pilau and matumbo. Only one more person we need to hear from. Na sisi aniki eliminator. Elimination time. I'm getting too old for this. I can't keep doing this. I can't keep eliminating these good folks. When I first ate the ugali and omena, I thought there's no way anything can come close to this. But the pilau and matumbo came in and said, wait a second. We have something to say about this. On one hand, I thought that the omena provided a very salty, crunchy, fun experience with the ugali. But on the other hand, the matumbo provided a very chewy, tasty experience with the already tasty pilau. Between the ugali and omena and the pilau and matumbo, I'm going to go with, I'm gonna have to go with, between these two, I am going to have to go with ugali. Ugali has to win this round. Ugali is making it to the final spot. The matumbo and pilau combination was actually quite good. It's just that I don't think it was good as omena and ugali, if I'm being completely honest. And now, ladies and gentlemen, to introduce to you the two finalists for the 2023 Kenyan Street Food Championships, weighing in at 200 grams, hailing all the way from Kamaki's Kiambu, Kenya. In my hands is quite possibly the greatest smocha ever made to man. In this smocha, we've added everything that you could possibly imagine that could go on a smocha, okay? Avocado, mayai, also known as boiled eggs, mixed with the already existing smoky pasua from last time, which is cut in the middle and has some kachumbari inside there. And then to wrap that is this ever-loving chapati. Okay, I'm just gonna wrap that up in this chapati right now. My first taste at the perfect smocha. This is like Captain America perfect smocha. Okay, this is a super smocha program. For God and my smocha, okay, we're gonna count down. 3, 2, 1, okay. Okay. Smocha. How many times called your name Smocha? Wow. This has to be the best wrap I've ever had in my life. And if I were to give this a score, this is a perfect 10. The eggs work really well with the smoky, and the kachumbari works really well with the avocado. This is a mixture of so many things I don't even know. This reminds me of the Ugandan Rolex. That's the closest thing I could get to this. This is a perfect score of what I expect a Nairobi street food to taste like. The ugali is gonna have so much to prove today. I can't wait to see what it has to store and offer. Okay, now over to you, ugali. Thank you. Now weighing in at 300 grams, coming to you live from Kamaki's Kiambu, Kenya. This is the final version of the ugali. On my right, I have the ugali. On my left, I have something that I have never seen or heard of ever in my life. We, ladies and gentlemen, are about to eat something called ulimi. This ulimi actually means cow tongue. Okay? We're about to eat something that's a cow tongue. Now, ulimi is actually a cow tongue, and I didn't think that people ate this. This might be the most scary one I've eaten so far. I have no idea what this is gonna taste like. There's these little hairs on the upside of the tongue, and then that is the actual tongue muscle. This is ulimi. It's how our great-grandfathers did it. It's how my dad did it. Okay, I don't know if my dad has ever eaten this, but that's how I'm gonna do it. That's the piece of ugali that I've broken up. Okay, now we're gonna crush it together. We already established that I'm good at this, okay? This is not my first rodeo. This is not my first time, okay? This is the piece that I have chosen to be my offering. That is our ulimi. That's our ugali. This is me. I'm gonna eat this right now. 3, 2, 1. Okay, bottoms up. Oh. That tongue is really tough. It's a tough muscle. Quite good ulimi. Okay, I'm gonna add another one if I may. That's the ulimi, okay? I think that the ulimi is very chewy. It has a very strong, distinctive meat taste to it. The ugali is just kind of everywhere in my mouth. It really hurts me to say this, and I can't believe this is gonna be my last time to do this, but I have no choice but to. Elimination round. I find myself in the position today that I'm going to have to deliver bad news to one of these street foods. Where the smocha was very versatile, the ugali worked really well with its other companions, okay? The smocha came and gave me everything it had, and that's all I could ask for. Now, on the other hand, we can't discount what the ugali went through, okay? The ugali came and gave an all-star performance, left it all on the floor, and if the ugali just ended out here, it could go home knowing it tried its best. It left everything on the floor. I would say that the more versatile, the more capable, the more fun, the more deserving champion, in all honesty, is the Smocha. The Smocha is the 2023 champion of the street food of Kenya. Let's hear it. Let's hear it for the Smocha. Okay? Let's hear it for the Smocha. The Smocha is just a really versatile food. Okay? You could find it anywhere in Kenya. You could add whatever you want to it. You could add chili, you could not, you could do all this stuff with the Smocha. This is just the best street food in Kenya, in my opinion. The ugali comes in a close second, so we're gonna give it this second place trophy, okay? It looks really nice, okay? Actually, all the street foods I've tasted in Kenya throughout this video have been really impressive, very tasty and versatile. Good job, guys. Now smash like on this video if you enjoyed it, share it so other people could hear about the channel. I actually got this idea from the comment section of the last video where you guys told me to review street food, and I did that. So just comment down below in the comment section. Let me hear what other cool ideas you guys want me to do in Kenya. I'm loving my stay here in Kenya. I even have my passport. I got my Kenyan passport. Thank you guys so much for the love. Now, if you enjoyed this video, you might like this one where I set an official Guinness World Record for the largest Ugandan Rolex ever made. Just click this video on the screen right now. I'm looking at you. Click that video. Don't click off. Click this video, and I will see you in the next video. Love you. Bye.